welcome you to the Priscilla R. Tyson Cultural Arts Center for our Conversations and Coffee, this 13th day of June 2024. I'm Ellen O'Shaughnessy, coordinator of the program. We're delighted to have with us Paul Andrew Weiss, popular and classical song and piano performer. Paul is the house pianist at Mozart's Piano Cafe here in Columbus. I met him last Friday as I was in Mozart's helping a couple to prepare a wedding ceremony. And Scott, you know who that couple is, yes. And the formally scheduled artist that we had for today is out of the country and could not make it back in time. So I asked Paul when I met him at Mozart's if he would consider being our guest today. He graciously and generously said yes. So Paul, we are so grateful. Clap, yay.
Thank you, thank you.
Paul performs every Friday and Saturday from noon until 3 at Mozart's Piano Cafe. He's also the lead vocalist and keyboard player for his band, which specializes in the music of the great pianists, singers, songwriters of the 1970s, such as Billy Joel, Elton John, Steely Dan, Randy Newman, and others. And after beginning his serious study of piano and music in Massapequa, Massapequa, in New York.
Home of Jerry Salzer.
Paul went on to study music at Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, with jazz legends David Baker, Jim Beard, as well as other jazz and classical pianists and music educators. So thank you, Paul, for sharing your musical gifts and talents through piano and song. What a great way to celebrate this amazing month of June and the spirit of Father's Day this coming Sunday. So take it away, piano man.
All right, thank you so much, Ellen, and thank you guys so much for coming out. So I figure what I'll do is give you a little bit of short history of piano and show you sort of how that led us to where we are, and this all factors into what I do for a living. As Ellen said, I'm the house pianist at Mozart's Piano Cafe in Clintonville, and I do classical and jazz there and some pop, and then I also play for the weddings. So I think the first keyboard instruments really came into play in the Baroque era, the era of Johann Sebastian Bach and others like that, Vivaldi. So I'm going to show you a little something about what that is like with a piece that you may know, a beautiful prelude from Johann Sebastian Bach's Well-Tempered Clavier. you, thank you. So, with the Renaissance music of Bach, we sort of established the melodic and harmonic systems of Western music. And you could see that in beautiful but very basic harmonies and rhythmic structures and some tension chords like that, but just the beginning of that. And that led us to what is known as the classical period, which is where Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is probably the most famous composer and pianist of that time. And as you'll see, he's taking the, very important, you have to turn off your phone. Every piano player needs to know that. I don't know if you noticed, but it went off in the last song. So I had to keep my concentration. But so anyway, I'm going to play the first movement of a Mozart sonata, which is always a three-movement piece. The first movement is usually fast, and it uses the same structures that Bach started, but you'll see them built, and you'll see more and more virtuoso technique being brought into the piece as well. So you can see the piece is getting more complex, and use of more and more harmonic structures are being introduced. Yes?
Who was that you played earlier? Was that Elton John or Billy Joel?
Elton
I
John.
love it.
Earlier, before I started, I played Elton John, Your Song by Elton John.
Yeah, I thought I recognized that song.
Okay, so now past the four big periods of classical music are the Baroque, which was Bach, and I played Mozart, which is classical, that I just played. The next period in Beethoven started in classical, but then moved the world into what is called the Romantic period of Western music. And Romantic music, as it would sound, is getting more and more virtuoso and more almost passionate in the melodic structure. So, for example, this very famous Beethoven piece. So that is where we moved, and my favorite piano composer of that time would have to be Frédéric Chopin. And I'll play one of his preludes that was very big. In fact, Barry Manilow in the 1970s turned this classical piece into a pop song called "It Could Be Magic." So this is Chopin's Prelude in C minor. So you can see the harmonies are much richer and much more expansive and almost dramatic compared to the earlier periods. And finally, after Romantic, we essentially have the pre-20th century period and then the 20th century period. By pre-20th century, I mean the late 19th century, late 1900s, where people like Debussy and Erik Satie were very famous. And they were doing music, all these musical periods corresponded to the art period of the same time. So while Monet was painting Impressionist stuff in France, and that was the artistic expression, it was also the musical expression, and I'll play you a piece that shows that. And at this point, we've really encapsulated and incorporated all of what Bach and Mozart and Beethoven and Chopin brought into music, but then sort of let it expand and let it go into much more interesting places. And I'll play an example of that. This is Erik Satie. using all the harmonic and melodic structures of Western music, but doing it in very different ways. And that brings us to the 20th century, where American music really started becoming very, very important in Western music. And one of my favorite composers of all time fits this. His name is George Gershwin, and he wrote a lot of popular song and a lot of musicals as well, but also was very important in the classical world. And this is one of his piano preludes. So I'm going to lead us into pop music in just a minute right after this, but bridging that world from classical serious music to jazz and pop music in the early 20th century was ragtime music, and the most famous composer of that type would be Scott Joplin. So I will play you, if anybody remembers the movie The Sting, it was filled with Scott Joplin's music, like this song, The Entertainer. Now we'll go into pop music a little
You want
bit.
to talk into the microphone so we
I'm
can hear.
sorry. Okay,
Ah,
so
I know.
we are now going to go into some pop music. And I'm going to start with, since I just played Ragtime, a composer, piano composer from the 70s, late 60s, 70s, and even doing great stuff today, named Randy Newman. And if you've ever seen a movie called Toy Story, you may recognize this that is filled with, like most Randy Newman songs, the ragtime vibe that you heard. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I know I love Dirty Dancing. That movie, Dirty Dancing, and I know I love a lot of their music.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be rude.
Oh, no worries. Okay, so this song's called You've Got a Friend in Me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Oh, you got a friend in me. 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 You got troubles and I got them too, and there isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together we can make it through. Oh, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Now some of the folks may be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy. And when the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. So let's get into some pop music. All right. How about, you know what? Speaking of a hybrid of classical and pop music, let's try, I am going to do the ultimate version of that, which is also a piano song. And this one is by Queen. And this pretty much encapsulates just about every form of Western music you could ever imagine, all into one song. It's kind of epic. And you will hear everything in this one. It's called Bohemian Rhapsody. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, and now I'm gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on as if nothing really matters. had to face the truth. Mama, ooh, I don't wanna die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, they very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro, my miracle. Oh, 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 I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go, let him go. Bismillah, we'll not let you go, let me go. Bismillah, we'll not let you go, let me go. We'll not let you go, let me go. We'll let you, oh, let me go. Oh, 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 ow, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub as the devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stone me and split my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Anywhere the wind blows. Right, thank
Paul,
you.
Paul, tell us how it was that you were so feeling in that expression of song. What were you feeling? It was extraordinary.
Oh, it's all the guys that that wrote this. They did it. This band Queen. The guy's name who wrote this song is Freddie Mercury, and he was just a very very passionate songwriter and composer. That was just the most amazing thing because he put opera in this thing and a lot of classical and romantic music, and it's a hard rock song. So it's just amazing. But
What was
it's-
amazing was your performance.
Oh, thank you.
Extraordinary. Wasn't
Oh,
that
that's sweet. Thank you.
amazing?
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
All right. Since I was a little kid, since I was about 12, 11. Yeah. All right, so this is another big song from the 70s from the Eagles, one of their few piano songs, but it's a great piano song, and Linda Ronstadt even did it. It's called Desperado. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, and I know that you got your reasons. These things that are Draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting any younger. Your pain and your hunger are driving you home. Oh, and freedom, oh, freedom, that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Thank you. All right, here's a fun one. Taking you back a little time from these pop songs. One of the guys that really, along with George Gershwin, introduced all the pop writers is a guy named Cole Porter. And this is one of his big hits from 1944. It's called Don't Fence Me In. Just give me land, lots of land, and the starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please. Don't fence me in. Just turn me loose. Let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western skies. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise. I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences. Gaze at the moon until I lose my senses. Can't look at apples and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in. Thank you. Alrighty. So let's do, while we're on this kind of great, this is what we call the Great American Songbook, all this stuff. And probably the best known singer of this type is a guy named Frank Sinatra from Hoboken, New Jersey. And speaking of Hoboken, New Jersey, right across the river from this place, and this is one of the classic Great American Songbook tunes by John Kander and Fred Ebb. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in the city that doesn't sleep, to find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. My little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in the city that doesn't sleep, to find I'm king of the hill, head of the list, cream of the crop at the top of the heap. My little town blues are melting away. And I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. Come on, come through, New York, New York. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. All right. So let's get us back to some more pop music. And so at this point, this is all stuff that is just totally influenced by all the great composers and musicians, whether it's Cole Porter or George Gershwin or Mozart or Bach. You can basically hear that in all of this classic by Billy Joel. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Oh, la da da. is a friend of mine, and he gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as the smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la da 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 da. La la da 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 da. Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Yes, sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la da 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 da. La da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright.
Let's take a moment to hear a response, a question, a thought. Ah, we have one right here.
You're a good planner, sir, and I appreciate it. Can you sing my song, please? Tree Falling. Tree Falling.
Free Falling by Tom Petty.
Yes.
Give me just a minute. I think I can do that for you. Whoa, baby, now me gotta go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Louie, Louie. Oh, baby, now me gotta go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Midnight, each day, I said it again. I think I'll across my name. Did it again. You did me by the sin. One more time, hey, Louie, Louie. Oh, baby, now me gotta go. Yeah, 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 Louie, Louie. Whoa, baby, now me gotta go. A little Louie, Louie for you. And if you notice, that basically the same melodic chord structure as the Mozart that I played. So it all comes around. But this is going to be the first time I ever played this one for you, so. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, and America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and a boyfriend too. It's a long day living in Santa. There's a freeway running through the backyard. I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy, breaking her heart. And I'm free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. Vampires walking through the valley in the west town, Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys will stand in the shadows, and the good girls home with broken hearts. And I'm free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. As it glides down over Mulholland, I wanna ride her name in the sky. I wanna free fall out into nothing. Gonna leave this world a while, and I'm free falling, and I'm free falling. And I'm free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. First time for that one. All right, so I don't have a ton of time left, so let me do some promised stuff. As I said, my band called The Liquor Talking, please hire us. We specialize in Billy Joel, which I played, a little Elton John, which I played, and you guys got to know a little Steely Dan as well. So I will do a little more of that. Let's get a little Steely Dan in there so I could give you the whole group. We hear you're leaving, that's okay. I thought our little wild time had just begun. I guess you kinda scared yourself, you turn and run. But if you have a change of heart, Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you own. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. I have a friend in town, he's home. Ricky, don't lose that number. Ricky, don't lose that number. All right.
With the few moments we have left, what is something you would play that would bring your audiences at weddings and gatherings, get them to get up and dance? Because I can think of a few people that I know in here who dance. Yeah, Eric, I agree. Stacy, who's helped set up this room? And come on, what would that be?
Okay.
Anybody else want to get up and dance? Kathy, what about you?
All right, I got
Scott.
one for you.
Yes. Anybody else? Bring us forward here. What would
Okay.
it be?
Okay, how about this one?
Come on.
I remember when Rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stones. Had an old gold Chevy and a place of my own, but the biggest kick I ever got was doing a thing called the Crocodile Rock, while the other kids were rocking round the clock. We were hopping and bobbing to the Crocodile Rock. Well, Crocodile rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Oh, Lordy Mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight and Crocodile rocking was out of sight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. But the years went by and a rock just died. Susie went and left us on some foreign guy. Long nights crying by the wrecking machine, dreaming of my Chevy and my old blue jeans. But they never killed the thrills we got, burning up to the Crocodile Rock, running fast as the weeks went past. We really thought the Crocodile Rock would last. Well, Crocodile rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Oh, Lordy Mama, those Friday nights, Susie wore her dresses tight, and Crocodile rocking was out of sight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I remember when Rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stones. Had an old gold Chevy and a place of my own, but the biggest kick I ever got was doing a thing called the Crocodile Rock, letting down the rhythm, rocking round the clock. We were hopping and bobbing to the Crocodile Rock. Well, Crocodile rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Wow, Lordy Mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight and Crocodile rocking was out of sight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. One more time, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Paul Andrew Weiss, how wonderful to have you with us. Yes. And the dancers, what? Yeah. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Next week, we are going to have Nanette Hodges, who is a playwright, writer. It'll be wonderful. So be with us.
Can I do one more for him?
Oh, yes, for Eric? Sure.